All right, yes people, what is going on? Today I'm here with the wonderful
Sophie Brace.
Sophie is an ex-gymnast just like myself, so today we're going to be taking Sophie through some tricking. I have taught Sophie a little bit of tricking in the past. We've done a few things like cart falls and some cart fronts before. However, it has been a long old time since Sophie has done any tricking, any flips. So today, let's reintroduce her to it, try and regain some of those skills, and then we're going to see if we can teach her a cork. That's your challenge today, love.
To learn a cork?
Learn a cork. You up for the challenge?
Yeah, always.
Let's get it done then, mate. So let's start off getting her cart fall back, then we'll get her cork in.
I reckon I can relearn this in 5 minutes.
I'll give her 3. Sophie is already a very talented gymnast, and if you follow her on Instagram already, you'll see all the crazy stuff that she can do. So when it comes to teaching her tricking, it is very, very smooth and it's very, very easy. This process probably isn't going to be as smooth for yourself when trying to learn these skills. However, the processes and the methods are exactly the same. So if you're trying to learn any of these skills, follow along with the drills and enjoy the video. First things first, let's get ourselves doing the old cart fall drill. So if you need to go slow, cart, very slow, smoothly turn, jump onto your back. Make sure you get in your chest and your shoulders over the black before you jump, otherwise you will give us the splat. That's it, good, a little bit more lean. Because Sophie used to be a gymnast, she's a lot more used to doing flips on a straight axis rather than doing them going around the side, so it can be quite difficult to learn a cart fall. However, if we use the flip method, just like I did with Luke, the self-taught gymnast, then it makes it a lot simpler, especially if you've already got some experience doing flips. There we go, Sophie has warmed up, she's done a couple of cart falls going over the block, so now it's just time to give it a little send. A couple of little pointers before she goes for it and just absolutely destroys herself. Nice big push out of your cartwheel, so make sure you actually get the pop off your hands. Cart, pop, to see this side, bang, then go. If you can see that side before you take off, it's going to make it a lot easier for you. Yeah. Good. All right, so we go. First sends on the floor. We got a little mat down to start with so that Sophie is not too scared and she gets this done. And after she lands it first go, we're going to get a few more done and see if we can get some cart fall combos going. Show her something a bit funky, show her a few little tricking skills she hasn't done before, but are really quick, really easy to learn. Then after we've done that, it's time to get the cork going. Literally first time, like I said. Yeah. Easy. So step onto your right foot, turn it 3/4 all the way around so it's facing that way. Yeah. Now with your left shoulder, hip and elbow, you're gonna boom, rise up tall to a tiptoe. Good. And then we're gonna jump, kick. That's it, good, easy. We're not gonna worry about whether her kicks and stuff are perfect today. The main thing is that we're doing the corks. We're just gonna get her doing a couple of decent kicks, a couple of decent funky combos, get her moving, get her inspired, get her feeling energized and love for gymnastics and flips and tricking again. And then we'll get on to doing the corks. So, tornado, bang, hook kick, cart, fall. That's it, good, that'll do. You trying to chin me, mate? Ex-gymnasts can do this shit as well. Boom. Nice, that's it. Good. Just do boom, lovely, bang, swoosh, and push it, and go. Easy. Nice. All right, so there we go. We've got Sophie doing a cart fall again, and we've got her doing it in some funky combos. Now we're going to get her doing some corks. One thing I want to teach her quickly is how to do a gain of flash but spot in the side, as this is going to be very useful for us when we're doing our cork, as it's going to help you be able to see the floor the whole time and get a nice spot going, so that when we do this cork using the flip method or the cart fall method like I like to call it, it'll make much more sense and be much easier. So left leg goes towards the middle, right leg trails behind you, nice old swing. Turn. See it? Gainer. Yeah, decent. Turn into it less. Yes, good, good, good. Yeah, good. As you can see, as Sophie starts to think about looking that way, the flip does go a little bit less pretty looking, but that's fine, to be honest. When it comes to tricking stuff, things are going to be a little bit dirty. They're not going to be exactly the same. But if you can get it done, you can understand how to look there the whole time, it's making it much easier to cork. Yeah, very good. Next up then, swing all the way up, look in there, feel like we're in this side position, and then just do the trick of fall. So your left arm will rise up to turn to here, and then we wrap him for that full. If you need to do a drill first, then just do this. So you're here, swing, lift. So the way we're thinking about our cork is it's the combination of the gainer and then the full. So then it'll look here, swing to see it, trick full. If you can understand how to swing and get a lift going, then that's going to help you out. When you see people do gainer switch after gainer switch, it's not like they're going, otherwise you wouldn't be able to do 10, 20, 30. When you do whips on the track, it's not loads of effort, is it, after you do it a few times. Once you've got the speed, you've got the power in there, you sort of just let all the forces around you do the work, and you just apply your power when you need to. Yeah, good, nice. Yeah, like I said before, Sophia's an ex-gymnast. She does learn things pretty quickly, and I'm a lot more likely to tell her just to try something than I am someone who's a complete beginner. So don't necessarily think that this process being this fast is exactly how I teach every single person. It's only how I'm teaching the special ones, we'll call it. Very good, nice. Then if you need to get something to like get your awareness and get the pattern in there, go from here, swing, and then go. Good. Swing, bam. Bang, boom. If you don't know where you are then, swing and spot 1, twist, 2. Swing, rise, boom. Man down. Not only am I being a good friend and trying to help her trick for free, but now she's trying to murder me off for it. So yeah, not ideal. Don't do your friends favours, people. And can I just confirm that that is your first time ever trying cork?
Yeah, first time ever.
We have done B-twist in the past, very briefly, but I've never ever seen her do a cork, so I thought today's the day we get that one ticked off.
Yeah. I feel cool. I do.
Yeah, that's the thing, mate. Yeah, gymnastics feels good, tricking feels cool.
It is cool. I think it's also really fun to push yourself out of your comfort zone like that.
100%, mate. That's exactly what you got to go for. A lot of you guys watching this video, you probably go to the gym, you probably used to do gymnastics, or used to do some kind of activity when you was younger, and maybe you've stopped. For me, the best advice I could give you is don't be afraid to go out there and try something new, especially something like gymnastics and tricking, where, of course, you're not going to go in there and become the Olympic champion in one session. However, you can go there, have fun, have a laugh, and you can make it part of your normal functioning routine as an adult, as a teenager, as a kid, obviously. But yeah, overall, you can make it work into your busy lifestyle as an adult, and if you do, you'll probably find you have a little bit of spark back in there. You got a little bit of nostalgic feelings, feeling like a kid again, and just having fun, doing something, pressure-free, having a laugh.
I think with tricking as well, you get the roughness, not the roughness, but like you can have the roughness around the edges. Like you can learn the skills. You're not expected to have the form. Yeah,
it's not expected to be perfect. Like,
no, like you can still do all these amazing things, and they don't have to have the perfect landing.
Yeah,
or
tricking is a spectrum, whereas gymnastics is black or white. It's either, you either did it good or you didn't. Whereas in tricking, you can do something that looks a bit scrappy, that is objectively bad, but subjectively, everyone thinks is great because you have a style to it. Maybe that's the way you like to trick. And overall, trickers are just a lot more chilled and laid back than what gymnasts are. But tricking, I always put it as tricking is a lot more like skateboarding or BMXing, whereas gymnastics is a lot more like dance, figure skating. It is a little bit more, it's more of a sport, it's more of a, there's more to it, it's been happening for a longer time.
I feel like also there's probably less, there's a lower barrier to entry in tricking. 100%. Do you know what I mean? Because you could like you know, like an area, what would you call like the tricking area? Like you can learn that on grass. Like you could learn that on grass, couldn't you?
100%. There's so many tricking skills that you don't necessarily need a gymnastics gym for. In my opinion, if you can go to a gymnastics gym, it's a great way to go out there, learn it safely, and you get a bit of a sense of the community as well. Like Sophie saying, there's no barrier to entry. You haven't got to worry about going somewhere and, you know, not pointing your toes great or doing something amazing, looking like an idiot. Every single Exactly, and every single person has ever started tricking has always felt like an idiot, and at some point has probably had to go out their way to do tricks on the beach, tricks somewhere in public, but if that's how you're trying to do it and that's how you got to learn, that's how you got to learn. So yeah, get yourselves out there, learn some tricking skills. If you want some tricking skills you can learn absolutely anywhere, then check out my last video of 5 tricking skills anyone can learn, even adults, and you'll find a few skills you can learn yourself. Lots more videos to come in future of me and Sophie probably having similar conversations like that, as there are a lot of things in the world of gymnastics and tricking, especially for adults, which could be a lot better for people. And that's exactly what this channel and my mission is going to be. Creating something that can help all of you guys get into gymnastics, get into tricking, get yourself started having some fun, and feel like a kid again. Yeah, good. I am a right side corker, but for the sake of this, I'm going to do it on my dark side just to help Sophie out a little bit. So right now, yours is doing Really good. You've got the whole thing going. It's good. Just you're not really seeing what's going on here, which is fine for trampoline, but when we go to the floor, you might feel a little bit funky about that. You're going here and just going swing, and like a back fall, which is still a cork, but if you just get yourself looking to that side first, here, and then it'll go on the angle, and you'll be able to see the floor when you're coming around and landing. Think about swinging and turning. See that side. 1, 2. Yeah, good, way better. Good. So as you can see, Sophie managed to get the cork on the trampoline going. Mission complete. Bosh. Good job, mate. Usually, I would probably just say she could just give it a send. However, that is not exactly the most comforting of things, and you want a little bit of a drill.
She's scared.
She's very scared right now. But like most of you guys, when you try your first cork, you're going to be scared as well. So this one here is a little bit of a drill to help you out. This one isn't perfect by any means. It definitely has its flaws, but when you get it right, it is very helpful. So essentially, we are going to go from here, jump into a quarter turn, bang, swing your head and your chest around to get in this position before you then jump and get into the twist. You're not going to feel like you can kick all the way back because your leg's going to kick here. So it's going to be a bit of like a shorter kick through, but it's really focused on getting back from there. So through. Good, get all of this. So boom, chops in half from ribs upwards, and all of this has to work together to go whoom, and round again. Vom, vom. Like every single skill going over the match, you're always going to fall over and have a couple of attempts that don't go exactly perfect when you're trying to figure it out, but don't give up, keep on going until you get it right. Vom, vom. Good, and now tuck in. Do a fall over it. Good, nice. Then make sure you tuck in. Bang. The mats are squishy, but you need to still put the effort in, otherwise it will just melt you and stop you. If you get in and stay strong, they'll barely guide you. Yeah, using the block is like a coach 100% spotting you. This is like a coach 50% spotting you. Vom, swing, bang. That's right.
So scared. I'm so used to having the trampoline do the push.
You definitely feel like you get stuck and like there's something missing from this. But if you can just get the last bit going, it's fun. If not, it honestly is just a case of get out the way, get a soft mat in, and go for it, yeah. As much as Sophie is an amazing, talented individual when it comes to learning tricks, obviously fear does play into every single person, and it doesn't matter what your background is, you're always going to find something that does challenge you. So even if we don't walk away with doing a cork bang on the air track or on the floor today, that doesn't mean we failed, yeah? She still managed to do a cork on the trampoline for the first time ever today. So as long as we get something going, we've still won, mate, yeah? I do have another method that is really, really weird, and flippy method people might not necessarily like it straight away, but you can do it without having to do any flip at all in your cork. Look out for a video on that in future. When you're on this left foot now, jump and bring it in, boom, tight tuck. Good, 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 nice! A Sophie sandwich, mate. Yeah, if you don't want to go through the middle, then just maybe put a resistance band or something in the middle there. Yeah, good, good, good. All right, let me sort this out now. That's enough Sophie sandwiches. All right, so Sophie has managed to get a couple of good ones going over the block, but now we're having some technical difficulties with the block, and Sophie's feet keep on hitting the bands. So I've made the executive decision to take the mats away, and she just needs to give it a go. Like I said before, I would not advise a complete beginner or someone who's never done it or never done flips before to just send this, but Sophie has a level of spatial awareness that I know that she is at least capable of saving herself if things do go wrong. All right, so instead of going over the block, instead, we've got a nice couple of soft mats out to give her some confidence, and she's going to do the same prep she did on the trampoline, but on the mats, just to get used to that takeoff and the swing. So lift up strong to that quarter, jump onto your back, have a little boogie, get this done. Boom, lift, in. First send, mate, banging. So now just rather than being here, yeah, let yourself be up, bang, and just think of that jump, trick, or fall. Yeah, like you know you're capable of doing. When you're going for your corks, guys, make sure we're not chucking it back too much. Go in here. But instead, we then think about rising up, looking for that armpit, and keeping our head and chest up super tall. One thing as well, if you're at gymnastics training, open session, wherever, there's always lots of people about, and people mean absolutely well and never have bad intentions when giving advice, but sometimes people don't have a clue. If the person that's giving you advice hasn't been doing gymnastics or tricking for, a good couple of years, or isn't at a level that you don't want to be at, I probably would take their words with a pinch of salt. I know that sounds horrible, but there's plenty of other people around, whether that's me giving tricking advice online, whether that's a gymnastics coach or a tricking coach in person, that can give you some advice that might actually help you. Don't just necessarily listen to everyone. Find someone that you like, you resonate with, and listen to their advice, and you should find things go a little bit better. From the floor, feel like you're jumping and feel everything go, woo! Feel that rise, up, boom. Arms up, boom. So as you can see, the main mistake that Sophie's making there, which is stopping her from getting it landed, is as she's doing her J-step now, she's finishing with her foot too far in front of her, and that's making her lean and take back. She's putting loads of effort into getting a jump, but because your foot's there, it's making her go way too far this way. So instead, J-step, feel like you're standing right on top of yourself, boom here, then feel all of this, rise, bang. Yeah. Like when you dig a hole, you shove the shovel in, it's easy, then you throw it out twice as much. So your foot comes in, we dig, and then we throw ourselves out strong. Good. Everyone at some point has had a skill that they've been training, they've been really, really close to, but for whatever reason, they just can't seem to land it, yeah? Usually, that's because they've been doing it for a while and they need to change something. In Sophie's case now, it's just a case of this is her first day ever trying cork, yeah? So if we give her a few more attempts, we'll see how she gets on. And worst case scenario, we've managed to do cork on trampoline, and we've managed to get our first cork sent on air track, and we can revisit this video at a later date and Sophie can show you her amazing cork. All right, so there we go. That was me getting Sophie to learn her cork. As you guys saw, she did an absolutely great job. She got her lands on the trampoline and she managed to get it going over there for the first time. Before we started this session, she was absolutely petrified of corks, wasn't you, mate?
Mate, I've never done one before and I would have happily never done one.
But instead, Toby come in and forced her to get it done. But either way, it was very, very good. So next time, if she wants to try and improve that and give herself the best chance of landing cork possible, she practices doing loads and loads of gainer flashes, going really high, then also getting lots of reps of trampoline corks in there. Doing a combination of these two is definitely a recipe for success. These intermediate trigger skills like B-twist, 540, cork, touchdown raise, all of this stuff, even if you see me do a video of someone, they learn it straight away, it's not going to go like that for every single person. These skills take time, they take effort, and they take resilience. So keep on working, keep working hard. You keep working hard on your cork, and we'll see you again in future.
See you soon.
Peace.